Hello everyone. How are we doing today? Let's get ready to start our game. We are gonna play Pharaoh of the Seas. This is VnsCool versus Alligator. Okay, let's set up some text in here real quick. Oh, I gave 1 point to Cool. Damn. Alligator, Cool. We are good to go. My mic is working. Yes, the mic is working. It's showing up. Right. Let's go to the lobby. It's showing a bit too much. There we go. I think that's kind of good. Hello? Hello, Shrub. Let me check this thing out.
Hey Alberto, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I can hear you now. We're already teams, right?
I don't think so. I can't hear anything from the headphones.
You can hear me? Did you start the game before putting on the headphones? We are waiting on VnsCool teams. Alligator's here, Shrub is here, I'm here, we are all here. Hopefully we can get started. I just want to get, I might just be able to get one game. I have to get back to work and solve some issues.
Wait, yeah, Alberto, I still can't hear you. I'm not really sure what's going on here.
You cannot? I can hear you clearly.
Let me try something real quick. I might need to unplug my microphone. So yeah, this is such a net. Oh gosh.
Yeah, I can hear you clearly.
All right, I'm gonna actually. It might just be the I might need to use the web application, so I'm gonna go ahead and try that.
Oh, Cool is here.
Yes. I don't think so. Start the game already.
I don't know which row when he was supposed to check his.
Okay, there we go. Now,
Okay.
okay, now.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Finally. Oh my god, that was such a nightmare. Okay. All right, let's do this. Oh man.
All right. So Cool is already here, and he's asking for the picks. I don't know how we set up. Do you have anything set up for that still, or?
Excuse me?
They're asking for picks. The civilization picks.
Yeah, they can pick. They can start whenever they want. It should be self-explanatory.
Okay, but you gave them the link in there, or?
Yeah, I gave them both the link. The best of 5. Oh shoot, but I mixed them up. I think Alligator should be Captain and Cool should be host. It should be switched around. So let me
Yes.
I don't know how I keep getting that mixed up.
Okay, so let's try to not get this much longer. What's the link though? I don't have it. For the captain mode, do we have it here?
I have it. Right now. Okay.
Alright, so let's spectate real quick what's going on here. Waiting for a host. Alligator.
DM both of them.
Alright, gotcha. When start? We're starting soon. We're just getting the sips ready for pick. Meantime, I think we can.
When do you have that meeting? Did you say it's 11 o'clock? You said?
At 10:50.
10:50. Okay. Yeah. So we really need to get moving here.
Yeah. Okay, that's it.
Come on, guys. What are you doing?
I do not know. Quick to 0 incoming. It's a best of 5, but let's hope we can get all the whole game.
Just telling him to draft the civs. It's not really that big of a deal. So Cool says he already pressed ready. So I guess Gator needs to respond here. Oh, there we go. Okay, there we go. Okay.
Okay,
Let
yeah.
me see it now. What is he gonna pick? He's picking Minoans first.
Minoan. Respected.
Cool picks Hittites.
Uh-huh. I would say probably Romans. Phoenicians. Yeah, from the Phoenicians. Yamato, maybe? Greeks. Okay.
Greeks, yep. All these guys popular picks in this tournament so far.
And Yamato. Mm-hmm. Carthaginians. Cool. Next is...
Yep, all 6 of these are what I would expect. Shang,
Okay.
sort of a B-level pick. Romans.
Roman. What else? What else are we gonna get? Babylonian, that's a new one.
I was not expecting that. This is always interesting when they get the final Civ picks. Unusual.
What's it gonna be? Palmyran? Okay, Macedonians, okay.
Yeah, that's not what I would personally go for, but... Alright, Gator picks Greek for first pick.
Greek for first pick. Gotcha. Ooh. 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 So this is interesting. Taking a quick look again, Alligator has Yamato, Greeks, Minoan, Babylonian, and Shank. And the only ones... Uh-huh.
So it's going to be Hittite versus Greek.
Hittite versus Greek. Okay, so we can see... So the first pick of Cool. So we can see that he's not running around. Since he's not running around, since he's gonna start off strong, he's gonna impose himself real quickly. So let's see how that's gonna go.
So Alberto, here's what I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think with Hittite versus Greek, what you want to do, Greek player has got to push in quickly first. You got to take the fight to the Hittite player, because once Hittite starts to ball up that big mass of ships, their ship range bonus becomes so much more deadly. It's like Britons in AOE2. They can start doing massive damage on your ships before you can even close in. So I'm thinking Gator is going to have to take the fight to Cool, just keep that pressure on him, don't let it go to bronze. Make this a tool war. What do you think?
Yeah, I think I understand this strat here. However, we are dealing with 2 very experienced players. So one thing is doing this on paper with other players online, and one here in a competition with a very high level. So not saying he cannot do it, but it's gonna be stronger. It's gonna be hard.
Or you can go ahead and introduce the players like we just talked about yesterday.
All right. So in the top side, oh, good luck, have fun. I thought it was a Ray. On the top side, we got Cool, starting off with some nice map on the top side as Hittite, and on the other side, we got Alligator as Greek. Bottom side, I would say put 7, both with a very nice island. Plenty of space between them. Let's see how we can get going. Oh, I am still sharing the screens of the freaking... Yeah. Oops. So, taking a look again. Yeah, good start from Cool. 2, we got him with a small island that goes from side to side. Same for Alligator. These are pretty balanced maps in my opinion. They look pretty similar, and they have good distance between them, so there's no surprise. There's not gonna be any surprise like pocket water or anything. What do you think of these maps, Shrub?
Okay, so take a look at the south side of just south of his TC.
Mm-hmm.
Take a look at these shorefish. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shorefish just sitting there right at the southern end of VnsCool's TC. It's 1,250 food just hanging out there. Now, the gold mine is blocking it, so how useful it's going to be, I mean, it's anyone's guess. But I would definitely get a pit down there and just try to take advantage of that early food. Because as we know, storefish are the fastest gathering food in the game, so he can get a massive advantage. This otherwise slow start as Hittite.
Yeah, and I would say both maps are pretty balanced. Like even they all both got like a small private sea. Like you look at Cool's Island, there's a small like pond with five fishes, and Cool has one as well, with what 7. So they both can like get some private water, and very good maps for both. This is a very promising start, if you ask me, for both players. Like I don't see anyone restarting or anyone.
I forgot to tell these guys that they both have restarts available. I'm probably going to go ahead and send them that now in Discord just to make sure that they know. And they won't call it for this game, I'm sure.
No, I don't want to call it for this one for sure, but it's good for them to know in the next games, especially when they start like to get more complicated games or bad zip picks. But for now, they are all pretty good.
Okay. Checking some settings here. Everything looks good so far. I'm just really hoping that my computer will hold up. I mean, yesterday it was working pretty well. But I guess after this match, I'll go back and I'll check and I'll see if I'm dropping frames or not. Anyways, that's not really why we're here, so let's talk about the game.
Alligator with a pit, with a neighbor pit to that town center. I don't know if that's like the best decision. It's a good... I mean, he has a closed forest and there were other places to pit, in my opinion. Maybe more on the back. I think this is the one that's a bit too close.
Yeah. See, the thing is, this gold mine here, if you look at, there's a gold mine that's blocking the southern end of his wood, which is kind of unfortunate. Those villagers would have to really hike to make use of that wood. I mean, his northern wood is pretty garbage up here. I mean,
he could have
it's not going to last him very long. Yeah.
So he could have made a pit like in between the two forests, beside the granary. I may put him here between the L. That would have been a very good position for him. Maybe he got a bit like too impatient. He wants to get inside the water very quickly. This is island, so after all, you want to focus on the wood income mostly.
Okay, so this is interesting. So Gator is about ready to click up. Cool is actually a little bit farther behind.
Paul with dock going up.
Alright, so he has a dock going up. Nice dock placement. Look at that. So much fish just hanging out right there.
So much fish.
Gator will be up to a first. Now let's see. It doesn't look like... He doesn't have a dock going up. Oh, yes he does. Yes he does.
Both have a dock actually, and Cool with 2 extra population and 2 more docks, 2 more fishing boats coming up. He's just gonna click, so he's gonna be behind the click, the tool click, which is what Alligator needs. Let's see what's his plan.
Like I was saying, I think Gator needs to start pumping those fishing boats, pumping those scout ships, and just take the fight to Cool right away. I think that's the key. In a Greek first Hittite matchup, another thing too to take note of is I think Greek bonus is going to be, I think, more effective when you have small groups of scout ships. You have room to maneuver them, move them around, dodge arrows. Whereas the Hittite bonus, I think, scales better as you get more and more ships. So, it's yet another reason why I say I think Alligator should go ahead, take the fight right away. And we do see he's...
You do see 2 scout ships, and the second one coming up. So, he's definitely gonna go water. I was thinking he was maybe not gonna go water. Cool was not gonna fully confront him, but he's making his second dock now, so it's now 100% sure he's gonna attack. He has to attack, I believe. Okay,
so Gator, I think, just spotted Cool's dock.
Yeah.
His fishing boat.
This is small scout fishing boat. It's already finding the location. We've seen this kind of place in pretty much every game of all the tournaments.
It's definitely a meta to send your first fishing boat as a scout. So Gator is sending his scout jet up here.
Yes.
He might get a couple picks off of the villager. The problem is, right when he gets up here, Cool scout ships are gonna pop out and
Still,
force that scout ship back.
he didn't knight the dog though, so that's a very good thing for him. He's not gonna get the number advantage real soon. Two scout ships coming on for Cool.
Needs to micro. Either needs to pay attention, needs to micro. Dodge those arrows.
Yeah, it's an important moment for Alligator. He needs to get this. He needs to avoid the numbers on Cool. Otherwise, that high will win.
Oh,
nice first pick.
Villager pick, nice. But he needs to pay attention. Don't make the mistake that Black Wolf's made this game against Vertex.
Okay, 4 more ships out already.
Yeah.
Not taking any chances, dancing around all the ships. This is a very good start. Backing up, losing his first ship.
Losing his first
Third
ship.
duck is coming up. Backing a little more. Now the 3 ducks are up. This is 3 ships coming up. Alligator still on. Oh no, and the 3rd duck is already up. So he bought himself enough time to get another duck up. He's now coming up for repairs and regrouping. Very promising start from both players. 6 ships versus 6 ships as well. One with a little bit of fire, but 6 ships altogether. Let's see.
Right now, Gator is ahead in population by about 4. He's got 5 idle villagers. Let's see if he's paying attention. I feel like he sent some villagers to build a house, and now they're just kind of hanging out, chilling, relaxing. Not really what you want to see.
Yeah, this is not the time, and it's gonna be even harder with these battles going on. It's hard to pay attention to the pillaging that are. Oh, that's 1 pick down, and 1 repair coming back for Cool again, going up for the very good play. Ship. Oh, that's a free ship that's going on this way. He needs to repair the ships too. Cool. Alligator's not repairing his ship, which is turning out to be crucial to for the survival of this of the war. He doesn't have any wood upgrade just yet, but Cool already with the high tide bonus, obviously, but it's already doing enough for him.
This is dangerous. I mean,
oh, he's being camped. He's being camped. Oh boy.
Gator right now has 11 idle villagers.
Oh, he's not paying attention at all. He's getting the market upgrade.
12 idle villagers. Yeah, I think he's. See, the thing is, on 1v1, this is something that Nemo was pointing out. You do want to micromanage your army. Because the thing is, if he loses most of his scout ships here, and he has Cool's army right up near his base here, I mean, those villagers are just kind of like going to be sitting ducks.
So for now, the situation is turning out to be in favor of Cool for now.
You see, once Hittite, I think, once you get this mass going, these ships just become so dangerous.
This can already one-shot probably. If they all hit, of course.
So this is so.
But the speed is what's saving him.
With scout ships, you need something like 24 scout ships to one-shot another scout ship. So that is one of the things with these sea wars. You do have time to move your ships back and maneuver. Now in the Bronze Age, it reduces down to 20 shots from one warship to take down another warship. So once your bronze is Hittite, you can get away with that. And they become, that +1 range even worse. But I mean, this is looking.
This is looking very bad.
Tough.
And the crocodile, even the crocodile joining into the attack. Oh my god, that crocodile killed 1 villager.
Oh, that gator.
That gator was the gator having a gator against him. I cannot believe this. This is definitely not a good start. 3 ships on his count, 2 on the Cool side, but Cool's already got the wood upgrade. Oh, Alligator already has it as well too, which is completely camped. These 3 ships that are coming out are gonna get wiped in a second.
Yeah, this is a tough match for Gator.
This is a tough
for us
match.
to talk about that.
More ships coming up. Oof.
VnsCool is one of the top. Well, right now he's the top player in AOEDE. Gator is a very, very strong player. Cool is a veteran. Like, I mean, this is a guy who's just pretty much, he's so dominant in the scene. So, it's a tough match for Gator, but right now, Cool has a massive army of ships. He's targeting down his docks. Gator's going to lose his production. I mean, he's lost his population advantage. I know he's at 42
Yes.
population. The Cool's
63. He's going for a transport, however, he's been completely surrounded. Where's he gonna Oh, there's a transfer on the back? Yeah, I think he's gonna making a transfer on the back. Why?
So where is the transport ship? I can't find it.
Yeah, he made it on the back.
Oh,
That's
no.
a very misclick.
No.
Or is it? Because
He's putting the villagers in the transport ship, but they have nowhere to go.
yeah,
Oh no! I think he assumed that.
maybe he thinks
so
this
he
is
could get
connected.
out.
Oh, he thinks this is all connected. I think there's a way out. He thinks there's a way out, but there's no way out. No. GG. Oh, that was the final nail in the coffin, unfortunately.
Oh man, that's too bad. Well, I forgot to tell these guys that they both have restarts. I think they know that though. I'm making another game. There's one game for Cool.
It's not gonna hurt to tell them once again.
Yeah, I did send it to them in Discord.
Wow, that's it. Oh well, let's go to the next game. You created the lobby?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Then. Hopefully I can join this one as well, and then I send the stream back to you. If we start quickly, it should be fine.
So you have what, half an hour? Yeah, we could get another game in, hopefully.
Let's just hope they don't delay that much. Small island, What are they gonna be their picks this time now? I wonder. Going back to the previous screen, we've seen that the Greeks won. Oh, no, the Greek lost, unfortunately. To the Hittites. What are they gonna pick next?
I'm waiting on these guys. I just told them to send me their next pick. They're in the lobby, so they should know. They're probably just thinking about it.
Yeah, they have 2 restarts, right?
They do have 2 restarts. Alright, so Gator picks Minnow. Cool picks Foe. Two very, very strong civs.
Before 3 minutes or 4?
3 minutes. 3 minutes.
Yes.
Well, we're right. So, Minoan versus Phoenician. Very wood-oriented civilizations. Gonna be an interesting match. And we are already set, so...
Let me just go ahead. I just had to quickly send them. Okay.
And let's set the score to 1 point for Cool. Let's see how Alligator catches on.
I still think that Minoan is the
Yes.
strongest water civ here, from what we've seen.
Yeah, the cheaper wood, the cheaper ships is definitely a good thing, but we've seen that it's not the only good thing. Hittite has been proven to be to time very strong. Yamato as well has not been as picked, maybe because he doesn't have as many tools on defensive.
All right, we're good. So let's go ahead and just start this right away.
Yes.
Quickly, back here. Okay.
Yes.
So you go ahead and start off the game, and just move it over to me when you're ready.
Yep, no problem. So we're starting off again. Cool again on the 12 top of the island. Starting off with a very, very weird shaped island. definitely an interesting island. And on the other hand, we have at 6 Alligator being Minoan on the bottom of the sea. We have a very nice start, surrounded by forests, surrounded by gazelles, and even shorefish. Cool is a little bit farther to the water, so maybe this is a better start for Alligator. This is probably what he needs. Will Cool restart though? That's what we have to see. What do you think, Shrub?
So, if you see down here, Gator went with a pit start. He's going to have 3 gazelles. I'm not sure if that's going to be enough to make it worth it because there's no shorefish around. He really only is going to get 300 food off those gazelles. So he's going to have to... I mean, he could get this other gazelle up here in the north, but it's an iffy start for him. Cool has a very, very weird shaped island, like you just said. He has this huge stretch of land where there's just nothing. And then he has like a forest...
Like
a peninsula.
Like a tumor in his island,
Yeah, like a tumor. Yeah.
Like a tumor just hanging outside on the very far side of the island. It's like he wants to be landed. The game is wants Cool to be landed or something.
This is not what you want to see from islands. Yeah, go ahead.
What I like, for example, for Alligator's start, is probably that he wants to go right on focus on the water. Since Minoan's bonus applies to both, not only the economic ships and warships, you would say he's gonna go quickly on the fishing boat out and start getting the food from there. He's not gonna focus on food on the land. I would say that's what I would say, because 35 wood on fishing boats is very cheap, like stupidly cheap.
Here's what I think Gator's plan is. I think that Gator wants to get a really super early dock. And just start, see if he can get a population advantage early, and just sort of overwhelm Cool from there. I think that's what his plan is. That's what he tried in the game versus Iber Hobbit. And it worked out really well for him. The problem is right now he's going to be low on his food count. After he builds this villager,
he's gonna run out.
Villager. And yeah, that's a rough start for Gator. Past the moment where he can have a restart. So,
however, he's making his dock now. He's a very early dock for him. Cool, just scouting, searching for his dock, where he's gonna place it. But
Cool does not have a very good map here. I mean, if he docks back here in his private sea, he has like what, 4 fish here, 5 fish. He's gonna have to redock again.
Yeah, this is not a very good water for him, contrary to what we're getting from Alligator. Alligator has plenty of fish to get him started.
I think that where Cool has to dock, down near his tumor, over here, on near the I shouldn't say tumor, this peninsula here. There's a lot of fish down here. It is an awful long ways from his TC though. So he's building his dock in his private sea. So
yeah, I think that's the best. He doesn't have that much time to explore, so it's the best position that he can find for now. He will definitely be looking for something else, and he's probably gonna get some defensive walls out of looking at the position of his map. He's not... Okay, we can see the Minoan power is showing up, with second docks coming up with already 2 fishing boats out. Meanwhile, Cool is already with 20 population. Same population, but 2 fishing boats coming for Ali. Two more and a villager. That making it 3 plus than what Cool is getting.
Right. So, Alberto, I think I see how this game is going to go. Here's my prediction. I think that Gator is just too far behind on food right now. Cool is going to be the first up to Tool Age. If he can... Only hope really is if he takes too long to find his opponent. Maybe Gator will have some time, but the way it's looking right now is if once he hits Tool Age, he's going to have the first scout ships over Gator's base. They're going to wipe out all of his eco.
Yeah,
that would be my concern.
By the looks of this, I think they're both planning on bronze, because already Cool is already passed behind the 20 villager count, and we can see that Gator's has a bigger number, and he already made a shorefish pit so that he can start getting some food as well. So I would say they're both planning. They already agreed on going bronze both sides. Let's see how true is that. 31
Cool
population
is
for
gonna be
Alligator versus 30 of School. Cool already on tools. Sorry, what?
Cool's already on tool.
Yeah.
Ready. Gator is still quite a bit of a ways away.
Still a bit far away, but if he's getting a lot of fishing ships, and I would say this is gonna get him. He's gonna get him to both tool and bronze, hopefully. Usually you want like 12 or 13 ships for that. Let's see if he's able to amass the food necessary for it.
So it looks like Cool didn't send out a fishing boat to scout this time.
Yeah, I don't think he's planning to contest water early.
So if he's not going to contest water early, it has to give the advantage to Gator. Gator's already clicked tool. I mean, if you look at how many fishing boats he's going to have out, I mean, he's going to have like 12, 14 by the time he hits tool. Oh, well, I mean, he's going to have like something like, he has 16 on food right now. So yeah, and he's already up to 500 food. He just needs to collect enough wood. What is it, like 400 something to build your barracks, your archery range, and your market? Or is it 300 something? I forget how much. He needs to stop building fishing boats at some point. Make sure he saves up enough wood to quickly bronze.
They are both saving wood. Their woods for their respective. Cool's already on tool. He's making his fishing boats. More fishing boats coming up. The numbers are equivalent pretty much. He's keeping up the pace. Yeah, I think I don't see any fishing ships, so they're both bronze. Cool's already got the food, and Alligator as well.
Quite have enough wood. Gator does though. He has 400 wood. So Gator should be the first up to bronze. So this is very interesting. Both of these guys are playing very defensive. So we have never, I don't think we've ever seen a game like this so far in this tournament. It's always been non-stop action. But I guess because of the way that this map is, especially for Cool, I mean, it kind of facilitates it. So
yeah, it's probably a situation of both sides. Like, for example, maybe Cool did not have a good map on this compared to the Minoan player, and he didn't want to, he's respecting it probably. But we can see he already has a stable too. I wonder if he's gonna try to do a landing. No landing. He seems to be only fishing warships. And they both click, even though Alligator was behind. He's already... Their bronze clicks are almost on the same time. And with more ships coming up, it's a little faster indeed.
Alberto, so I think normally, wouldn't you as Phoenician, as the weaker civ, wouldn't you want to go aggressive as opposed to being conservative like this? That's where I'm a little bit confused by Cool's strategy. Because I mean, as Gator builds more and more docks, I mean, that numbers advantage is only going to increase exponentially.
Not necessarily, because there's no point in attacking if you're just gonna set 1 or 2 ships and then die. Like he knows that the powers of the numbers of the Minoan comes from. So the best option for him is to try to outpower him with probably better ships. So it's not that it's hard to contest, but I'd say being passive is not a bad option yet here. He's just trying to get more power before losing anything.
Both these players very even in population count. Cool just hit bronze. His war galley is going to come in here in the next minute or so. Gator needs to move back. And this is going to be like a total death trap otherwise.
They're already fighting at 2.
I think Gator should definitely move back here.
4 dogs against 4 dogs. Okay, pretty even in the dog count.
Okay.
Cool's gonna get the upgrade of War Galley first, so that turned out to be crucial. He can get a lot of picks when that moment comes.
Cool will get War Galley upgrade first, but Gator will get the range upgrade first.
You can see also Alligator is doing a secret transport.
Ooh, where is he doing that?
He's still building it, but let's see how that's gonna pay off. But For the time being, he's just dancing with the ships around here with the port galleys. The upgrade's almost coming up, but he's already losing one ship on it, and the second one is already coming out. Two ship versus 0 ships from Cool. That's already a bad start.
Gator did pick off 1 ship, so it's VnsCool has killed 3 ships. Gator has killed 1 ship.
3 to 1. You're correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
3 to 1, and the transport's already coming in his island. He's gonna send it to probably where his fishing ship is. Let's see what his plan is.
Alright, he's loading up 3 villagers.
Oh, Cool is making a transport as well. The both players copying the same strats. Alligator
On top of
camping.
Over here, I just don't think that Gator is going to spot this. All the action is on the other side of the map.
Yeah, that's exactly the plan for Cool, that he doesn't spot it. That's why he built a dock alone dedicated for this. Let's see. Alligators though still has a small, like a very cramped island. He can easily wall this off if he, with just by respect alone. He should definitely do it.
Ooh, so Gator spotted the dock.
Oh, he did, but he didn't spot the transport.
He didn't spot the transport. Oh no.
Transport's already here. Both players transporting already. Alligator doing the Minoan player with doing powerful Minoans. Extra range turned out to be very powerful.
Does he have the? Oh, so he does have. He's about to have the copy upgrade.
Yeah, he's getting the copy. He already has improved, so he's gonna start off with that, which is a very good play for him. Those archers are gonna help him out. Very good. On the other hand, Cool has a stable, making a second stable, but this is if Ali doesn't wall. If Ali walls this is gonna be for nothing probably. And he just had to make some ships on his base. Okay, he already has some ships on his base. Fight going on at 2. Okay.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean. All he has to do is just put some walls down here. And that's like 10 stone. 10 stone, and he's totally safe from this raid.
Yeah, and he's paying attention. He's paying attention. He's having some ships around his base, so to see what, if any, what comes up. Against the 3 composites, the 3 archery ranges from the Alligator, they're already pumping bowmen, improved bowmen. So for now, I would say
he's got it.
Oh, he found
Gator's
it. Cool, very cool, very nice play. I would say for now. This looks in favor of Alligator. Let's see what he's gonna do. Cool in his base. I can see him running around.
For some reason, the way the villagers run when they have wheel always makes me laugh. Just the goofiest thing. Just all of Cool's villagers just panicking, just running. It just reminds me of the Minions or something. I don't know. It makes me
the
laugh.
Minion.
Yeah. Okay, so this is definitely Gator's advantage.
Gator's advantage. The numbers from ships are even, but he's conquering the land, so he's gonna pay less attention to the water now. However, he's not that far behind in the numbers. He's still getting picks. And he's still paying attention to the base. So this cavalry proved to be worthless for now. A siege worship coming up with already a catapult coming out. Very nice play. Archers pumping left and right. Already on the right side pumping with camping those wood, harassing the villagers. Another duck coming up for Cool. Many things going on everywhere.
Oh man, so I'm not really sure what Cool's gonna do here. Invested most of his resources in some cavalry.
21 to 11 in the kill count in favor of Alligator. Alligator is turning out to get picks and more picks by the moment. 60 to 85. So look at the queue from Cool and Alligator.
Yes.
Oh, and just as I say that, VnsCool calls it. Very good game, and just in time for me to finish. Very well played for both of you. For now, we're end with 1-1.
Alright, so great. You can go ahead and just raid me there. I'll just continue from here. We have at least 2 more games to get through.
Yes, so let me... Yeah, I'm just checking my emails, okay? Alright, so So to leave it as a small resume, we are 1-1, VnsCool versus Alligator, and I'm gonna have to rate Shrub's channel for now because I have some pending things to do, and I'm not gonna be able to full cast the game, but I'm gonna try to come back as soon as possible. Okay? So thank you everyone for watching, and I'll send you to Shrub. Hope you guys have fun. Okay, Shrub, I'm sending them to you in 5 seconds.
Alright, great.
Alright, I'll try to catch on later, okay? Have fun, guys.
Definitely. All right, we have Shang versus Karth.
And I'll send you to Shrub. Hope you guys have fun. Okay, Shrub, I'm sending them to you in 5 seconds.
All right, great.
Alright, I'll try to catch on later, okay? Have fun, guys.
Definitely. All right, we have Shang versus Karth. I'm not really sure who I would give the advantage here in this situation. It seems like just in general the Carthaginian bonus, the way it's set up in AOE 1, the maps are really random, kind of unfair. So when you have that 50 extra resources of each, it just makes such a big difference. It lets you be more flexible with your build orders. It gives you some wiggle room. But at the same time, the Shang Villager bonus is just so powerful. Okay, Gator, let's go. All right, we're all set for game number 3. Okay. So in the west corner of the map, we have VnsCool in the blue as Carthaginian. Down here in the south, we have Gator, also in the west, as Shang in the orange. So let's go over these maps. So for starters, we have Cool with a not so good berry. That's going to be tough. I won't be surprised if he picks a restart. And Gator has a much, much better berry. Overall, I would say a better map. he could pit right here with some gazelles and get some of the wood, some shorefish here. Whereas Cool, well, actually Cool, it looks like, has some good shorefish of his own. Is 1, 2, 3, 4, about 4 shorefish. So we'll see what he does. We'll see if he calls the restart. I don't think he will, because this is actually a pretty good setup for him. Okay. See, with this matchup, it's hard for me to say. I think the Shang player has to go aggressive, because in the very late game, especially on water, Shang is arguably one of the weakest civs on water. You wind up with war galleys, with no trireme upgrade, no alchemy, but you do get fire galleys. I mean, that being said, we haven't seen a single game in this tournament go to iron, but it's worth keeping in mind that for the late game, as in the very late game, Carthaginian has a huge advantage. So right now, I think Cool is going to be, with his shorefish start here, I think he should come out ahead. Both of these guys are dead even. So Cool is, this is interesting, 3-minute dock from Cool. That's that early pit in action. He should be able to put 5 villagers on shorefish instead of 6. But Gator is going to run out of food once again here, it looks like, because he also did a very early dock. So both of these guys going for a very similar strategy. Very early dock, try and get those fishing boats out early. Okay. Was very surprised to see Gator take the last game so convincingly. But I mean, that's just how AOE1 is on the water. A landing just totally can change everything. It's done right. So Gator is going much heavier on the wood than Cool is, which suggests, it looks like he's going for a quicker bronze time, more slower, more meticulous build, whereas Cool is going to go for a 20 pop sea rush. So the way his docks are, the way this map is set up, Cool is going to be in a much better position to just rush over here and take out Alligator's eco. So I don't think this is going to work for Gator this time around. I really don't. That would be my prediction. Let me just check some technical settings here real quick. Okay. So it looks like Cool is going to be the first one up to Tool. He's going to click in any minute now. He just clicked. He's got 1 dock. Does he have another dock? I'm looking around for it right now. No, that's it. Both players have 1 dock, it looks like. Gator is going too heavy on the fishing boats. I mean, he's going to be in some trouble here. Let's see. Is Cool building another dock yet? Looks like he's going to put it down right here where this villager is. So yeah, this is going to be tough. This is going to be tough. I'm not sure if he's scouted this eco yet. It looks like Cool hasn't been using his fishing boats to scout. But given that he already has 2 docks, he's going to have 2 docks with scout ships. I'm going to take out this eco here. And Gator is going to be in a rough spot. Let's see how this goes. Okay, should have 2 scout ships queued up right away. Gator is putting down his second dock. He's putting down 2 extra docks. And it looks like he is going to have the wood eco to support it. Okay. Cool putting down his third dock. Gator with a small advantage in population, but both of these guys very, very close. So, Cool's scout ship going straight for the eco of Gator. Luckily for Gator, he's going to have 3 scout ships coming out right away. They may potentially be able to take out this guy. But this all comes down to that early game micro. So it's important to point out right now, Cool is taking the fight to Gator, so his fishing eco is safe, whereas Gator's fishing eco is kind of disrupted. He's got one fishing boat hanging out here. Some of these guys probably have damage on them. But let's see what he does. Let's see how his micro is. Not looking good for Gator so far. He's going to lose 1 scout ship. Very close to losing another. He needs to get his villager over here to repair, make the most out of his ships. It looks like he's thinking about that now. He's seeing 2 villagers. But if we look at the oh man, this is rough. He's going to lose all of these guys. Yep. See, that is the power of the 20 pop Sea Rush. Right now, Cool has a 5 advantage in population. That being said, Gator has enough food to bronze here, but I don't see a market or stable or anything going down. He's putting down an archery range now. Oh, so he did put down his market, so he is going to bronze here. But I mean, the question is he going to be able to do anything with it? My guess would be, if you're Gator, what you do is you go around here, you put down a dock, and you build a transport ship, and you try and land. Hit him with some cavalry. But right now, Gator has completely lost the water. His fishing boats are idle over in a corner over here. He's got a small navy, but that's going to get cleaned up pretty quickly. Let's see if we can take him by surprise. No, he's not going to. Let's go ahead and let's click the statistics here. 8 kills for Cool, 2 for Gator. That's the power of that early game micro. It just makes a huge difference for scout ships. Okay. So Cool is nowhere near bronze. He's just going to take this whole game, just really focus on the tool age, just try to dominate. All right, we'll see what Gator does. I don't see any transport ships, so I guess he's just going to try to find some kind of advantage with his bronze. See, the problem is, I mean, 5 war galleys can't really match a scout ship mass this big. It's just too much. That being said, his ships are really out of position here. He could wind up with some damage on his eco. If Gator finds these ships, he's going to lose all of them. But he is Cool, is paying attention. And it looks like he's about to save up for bronze here. But he's going to lose all of these ships. Oh man, that's rough. Let's look at the timeline. Definitely in favor of Cool. All right, he's starting to mass a little bit here. He's got his war galley on the way. Cool's about 200 food. 200 food away. He's got his market up already. He's building his stable. So Gator's making the right move here. He's trying to hide his ships until he gets that upgrade in. But that being said, it's important to note that Cool has about a 20 population advantage. And he's about to click bronze right now. Cool just clicking bronze right now. All right, let's see if we can make the most of this. It's a huge upgrade. But it looks like here that Cool will probably take it. There's just too many ships. But Gator doing very well to keep his army alive and at least make the most of what he had. All right, so Cool is building a transport ship. So he's going to hit him with the landing. See what he can do. It's unfortunate, his army over here. I mean, the population is a little bit more even now. It's 54 to 40. So to Cool load this up, I didn't see it. Definitely looks like he will. He's going to find a nice landing spot right next to Alligator's berries. I'm not sure if Gator sees it. But Cool is taking gold, so this is going to be a cavalry rush. And if Gator doesn't respond to this in time, it's going to be very, very difficult for him. 2 cavalry already on the way. Gator is just targeting down these docks. He should probably go over here, try and take out his army that he still has. But it looks like Cool isn't even making the war galley upgrade. He's just investing everything. Oh, there we go. So Gator is trying to frantically wall this up, but I don't think it's going to be quite in time because that cavalry is going to get out. He's going to sacrifice these 2 villagers, it looks like. The Cool should probably retreat here. He's going to lose these scout ships. It looks like he lost his other painter over here. And now it looks like the advantage is for Gator. You look here, crawling back up on that timeline. Cool picking War Galley, but he doesn't have anything really to show for it. I mean, these cavalry are going to get picked off. But it looks like his plan is he's going to boom out over here. Cool is going to try landing again, it looks like. But it's probably going to get found out by these ships from Gator. Let's see if he can sneak by. Alligator with 76 population. Okay, very sneaky spot here from Cool. Let's see if we can make the most of it. His navy is sort of gone the way of the dodo bird here. He only has 3 ships. They might take out this guy up here, but it'll get cleaned up pretty fast. Yakul is housed. He's at 68 population. It all comes down to this landing. But Gator already spots it. And he's going with the chariot archers as a defense. Yeah, but Cool not giving up here. He's massing. See if he can make a move to take the water back. The problem is Gator has a very easy, narrow channel here to cross and make a landing. He's already built a transport ship of his own. I'm not sure if he's loaded it up yet. Cool, amassing more ships. So this game potentially could go pretty late. Let's see if Gator has landed. His transport ship is just now coming across. It's going to hit the southern tip of Cool's island. Let's see what he decides to do. He's putting an archery range, so he's going to go with chariot archers on Cool's base. Let's see if Cool responds in time. He's not making cavalry anywhere. I don't think, does he have any cavalry anywhere in his base? He has a couple. So he could respond to this pretty quickly if he wants to, but he needs to act quickly. So Cool is starting to take back the water here. He's actually up to about 106 population to Gator's 113, and Gator has a lot of idle, 17 idle villagers, but he's queuing up, looks like composite bowmen. A lot of composite bowmen. So is Cool paying attention? Is he going to bring these guys over? It doesn't look like either of these guys are really... Oh, actually, so Cool's going to take this fight just from the micro. Gator's going to lose all of his water. Cool building defensive cavalry, but it's going to be tough to deal with this mass. He's got 4 archery rangers just pumping bowmen. Oh, and there's a hole here. What do you know? A cavalry's going to get through. And all 3 of those cavalry now are going to get through and are going to get into his base. He already has 2 in there. Oh man, that's rough for Gator. So let's see what happens here. Gator has a good defense. He has a lot of bowmen. And it's worth noting now that Cool has the advantage in population. He's terrorizing Gator's island here. And it sort of looks like, I mean, both of these guys are going to have a pretty impactful invasion. Gator still hasn't blocked off that hole. This is going to get overchopped soon too. But Cool needs to sort of explore, figure out where his eco is here, and make the impact. Gator just now patching up that hole, but a lot of damage has already been done. And so now that Gator has lost the water, he's going to be in kind of a tough spot. This forward is eventually going to get taken out. We're looking at 97 population for Gator, 115 for Cool. So yeah, you can never underestimate Cool. I mean, this army is going to get cleaned up here pretty soon. Still no nobility on that cavalry. Will definitely help against the archers. But yeah, I mean, Gator's going to lose all of his fishing boats. This is looking rough for Gator. Let's see if he can turn this around. So let's take a look at the timeline. Yeah, it's inching back for Cool. See, I think a temple defense for Gator maybe could have worked better here. But yeah, now there's another hole open here. I don't know if Cool will spot that, but that will be a complete disaster for Gator. And yeah, now definitely we have the advantage for Cool. It has to be said. I mean, if this game goes iron, which it could eventually, because it looks like Cool has something like 1,200 gold in the bank. Once he gets enough food, he'll be able to click up. And like we were saying earlier, in the late game on water and iron, Shang just can't compete. I mean, these war galleys aren't going to get any more upgrades. They'll get one more range upgrade, but that'll be it. And these guys will be facing Carthaginian fire galleys with like +8 attack with the Carthaginian bonus, and triremes with 12 attack, well 13 attack actually, and 9 range. Cool building watchtowers. Yeah, this forward is going to get cleaned up. And Gator still has not patched this hole. Yep, and Cool just hit iron. So once Cool hits iron, I think Gator might call it GG. He's going to have heavy cavalry and triremes all around his base, pushing in. And he's just not going to have a good response. I still think a priest defense could have worked here. If he converts like 2 or 3 cavalry, 4 cavalry, he could really turn things around. But it looks like Cool is going to get in here. And that is very unfortunate. I'm not even sure if Gator saw that. He still hasn't patched up this hole. Cool, just sitting with his army. What he's probably going to do is mass all of his ships, get that trireme upgrade, and just bulldoze them. So this is interesting. Gator going with hoplites. The problem with hoplites in this situation is you have a lot of ground to cover, and they're just not going to be able to catch the cavalry. Like I said, priest defense was the way to go here. Definitely. $168 population for Cool, 104 for Gator. 38 idols for Gator. This is game over, folks. This is not going to last much longer. He should probably call the GG once he sees that Cool hit iron. He's going to lose all of his ships, even without the trireme upgrade. He's going to try a landing, but it's not going to work. Well, let's see what you try. Towers are not going to cut it. Towers and AOE1 are just sort of like paper mache. They go down so quickly. And they just don't do enough damage to be effective. Yeah, he's got cavalry on his base here. Cool, has a whole bunch of stone throwers queued up. This is looking very, very bad for Gator. He has 70 population, 69 population to Cool's 170. And that trireme upgrade is going to come in and just wreak havoc. I'm very surprised that Gator is still in this game, I gotta say. So what he's building, academies, that's going to be his go-to. I mean, yeah, sentry towers and hoplites are not going to cut it. Just forward getting taken out. Yeah, it's really only a matter of time. Are those Helepoli? I've not seen those built in a high-level game in a very long time. So what is your plan, Gator? What are you going to do with your... Yeah, there we go. Okay, so there's the GG from Alligator. That's it. Very interesting game. He had the advantage. He wound up losing it. I think Cool's macro is just too strong.
Yeah, go to your dashboard. There's an option that says raid.
Raid
It's like a
champ.
parachute, and you have to follow me probably to be an option.
Yeah, I just typed in Alberto Hot 94,
Okay,
and so it's not showing up. So have you gone live yet?
I'm live. Yes, I don't have any delay right now. Do you follow me on my channel? So, like, you have to follow me.
Definitely do. 100%. It just, guys, just hold on just a second here. It says Alberto Ha 94. Okay, I'm writing you right now.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, I just need more practice
Don't,
streaming
please.
to get these technical issues
That's
under
fine.
control.
That's fine. You get this with the time, honestly. It's not like I got it the first one too. So once we get the raid, we can continue.
Okay, I just hit you with the raid. You should see it now.
Yes. Yes, I can see it. We've been raided by a group of 11 people. Okay. So sorry for all this mess, everyone. I got busy, but now I'm back. And without further ado, we're gonna keep playing some AOEDE. This Alligator versus
Yes.
Cool, match 4. Yamato versus Roman.
So it's 2-1 Cool.
Oh yeah.
You all set? Everything good?
Yes, we're all set.
Okay, then let's go. I'm just gonna double check everything here. Shared exploration, lock teams, lock speed, team together. 250 default conquest, moderate fast, random map, small islands, large and normal. Let's go. It's just good to double check everything. So you go ahead and start off.
All right.
Make sure that yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. Everything's good.
Interesting islands coming off. Alligator starting off at 9 with a very corner position in the swordfish and probably some private sea with almost no fish inside his side. And then on the opposite side, we got a tree cool with also some short looking place. Not many fish around. Pretty rough start for both players, actually. What do you think, Shrek? Oh, Rure again.
VnsCool calls a restart again, so he's used up both of his
Go.
restarts now.
That's 250 restart. I can understand him wanting a good map coming from Roman against Yamato, so no sweat on that one, honestly.
I'm just doing US West as the server. It seems to work for most people. Okay.
Bear map for Ali, Wise Ray, yeah. Yeah, cool right now. What for as Roman, he needs a much better map, and that was like the same map that Ali had. So playing the same map is not what you want. Pharaoh.
Yeah, it's a tough match. Yamato's really strong on water. I want to say that in the early game, Roman does have some advantages since they save some wood, get some ships out earlier. But the thing is, the Yamato ships have got that extra HP. We've got more options as Yamato, I think. I mean, they get those cheaper cav.
Compared to Roman, yeah, Yamato have more options, especially for islands. They don't have Romans do not have any archers, and towers can only do so much.
I mean, we saw some towers last game. And I mean, I was just saying that towers are kind of like paper mache in AOE1. I mean, they drop so quickly, and they don't really do that much damage in the early game.
Yeah. They could really use a buff in the early game, to be honest. Especially now that cavalry is so much stronger, they can just wipe them out.
I think they have like 3 Pyrrhus armor on the watchtowers. The scout ships only do 2 damage to them, but the watchtowers themselves only do 3 damage. So
Okay, so another funny start. Islands very separated. We got a 5 alligator coming up with Yamato. Very far to the sea. Okay, now alligator is raiding. I couldn't even get started with the casting.
yeah, because he had a bugged berries. It was a horrible berry.
Yeah, I was looking at them.
Horrible berry. Yeah.
And those were your only berries. Actually, he's the only berries he's got on the map. I know he's got more on the right side, but he wasn't. Taking some time to get there.
Yeah, they would have to hike too long. He would lose a villager or two. In terms of like he would be behind. All right, so Alligator has 1 restart remaining.
Damn, they're throwing. They're throwing everything in now.
Ready, we're all set.
Okay, we are set. We start off.
Let's go. Only 1 restart remaining for Alligator. This is match point for Cool.
What's it? 4 times the charm, I think. Okay, let's try this one more time. So, in the left side, we got Cool. starting off as Roman with some nice berries and some very nice wood. Oh, look at that gold mine. That's our 2 gold mines, but it's makes it look like one giant gold mine. It looks pretty nice if you ask me. Some guess hunting coming off, and also close to the pit. On the right side, we got Alligator with some nice, very nice forests that are surrounding him, and berries as well. These times are not bugged. Golds very close together, not as good as Cool, but very nice golds too. And in the middle, plenty of fish. A bit, I would say this fish is more in favor of Cool instead of Ali, because Ali has like this big hole on the right side, but with Yamato you usually gonna go more aggressive rather than fishing. What do you think, Shrub?
So here's what I'm thinking right now. I think Gator's wood is just close enough to his TC where he could potentially get an early dock. I think almost, not quite. That speed bonus, remember that speed bonus, you can get away with being like, 1 tile away than you would normally go. So I'm thinking, yeah, with this Gazelle push, I'm thinking Gator could get an early dock. That's going to be the way he should go. Now with Cool, his map isn't quite as good. His berries are blocking his Gazelle. I mean, the thing is, though, he's such a good player. He'll find a way to get those coming in, I'm sure. But it's going to come down to scouting. I mean, he has a really good place to get pit right here where he has 3 shorefish. We'll see where it goes.
Yeah, actually, like the map of Cool is not that bad. It's just that it's a standard map. Like, it's a decent map, but again, something like Yamato and their powerful ships, you want something better. But I wouldn't say this is a bad map. Just probably for this situation, it might be. On the other hand, Alligator, like you say, he might go for a dock start. I don't know if that's like suitable. Might be. Considering the 10% speed, might be worth it if you ask me. So let's see if he's gonna try it out.
I think he is. I think that's what he's thinking.
I think he is. He's counting an Alligator on the corner. He's going to the shore. Probably some early exploration. And now that he has some
fish.
Oh yeah, he's gonna.
His fish are terrible on this side of the map, though. Look at this. There's nothing back here. Well, he's going to have to go. There's one spot he could dock that's actually pretty good. Right here on this little peninsula here. It's where the villager is now.
There, the villager is just... There we go. So he's going to go for the dock start. That's a very good... good for him, making usage of his advantage in the water. I would say this is enough for a start. Like, he has 4, 5, 6, 7 fish spots, so I need more in the shore. So I would say it's good for a start. Maybe not for the late game, but he needs to get into the start game or before.
Alberto, what do you think of Cool's dock that he just put down? It's more close to the center of the map.
I didn't notice. He's a very good map. Wow, Cool is keeping up the pace very nicely with him. Against Alligator, 19 to 18, so definitely that's a good spot. And it's a direct line to Cool Alligator's Island, so let's see if he's gonna go for maybe a transport. We've seen players that when the CV is bad, they go for a transport directly. It's not, they don't try to contest the water.
I think with Roman, it's the way to go because you get those cheaper buildings. You can throw up 3 barracks, and it's not going to be as much of an investment. I think it's the way to go with Roman. The thing is, though, is Gator has a very defensible position. He's almost walled in. Like with just, about 100 stone, he could just wall everything off pretty easily. Less than that, even. Yeah,
I would say, like, even with 50, you can get a decent wall off, but...
Yeah.
We can see both players are getting 24 villagers to the pop count. So they're... Since we're gonna get some bronze game again.
The last game, were you watching? It actually went to iron.
Yeah, I was watching it. Like, I didn't watch it full time, but I was watching it.
I mean, it's the only game that we've had so far that went to iron. And I mean, I was just saying that with Shang, the problem is in the late game, they just don't have the options. I mean, when your opponent goes iron, even if you go iron,
you're
going to have, basically, you get +1 range in your galleys, and that's it. just gonna get stomped by any civ with the upgrades.
Not even the fire galleys can be upgraded. I still like this bit of gold. Like, this is a big gold mine. It looks very nice.
Yeah, it's 2 gold mines.
It's 2 gold mines and
For the price of 1. 1 storage pit, and he's set. I mean, it's looking. Peter plays this smoothly. He should probably win. Problem is, I think it's just so hard to match the macro and the micro level of cool. I always mix up tool and cool for some reason. But yeah, that's the thing. I think he has a good shot. We'll see where this goes. Cool is gonna hit tool first, but not by much. So it's looking very even so far.
2 docks. Third dock coming up for Cool in the Roman. Second dock coming up for Alligator with 4 fishing ships already in its way. So we can see that Alligator has a wood advantage with that early start. Let's see if that's gonna pay off later now. Is he gonna go bronze or is he gonna go test? He's making some ships, and Cool seems to be going full water, so it seems he's gonna go interesting fight.
Cool is putting up his 3rd dock. He's already researching the range and woodcutting upgrade.
Wood cutting upgrade coming up very quickly. The power of the Roman, that the buildings, cheaper buildings, is getting him a long way. It's giving him more opportunities to get more stuff out. Ali with just 2 ships coming up, stronger ships, but with numbers they can be beaten.
I think Cool is just trying to get some information here. This is like a probing attack to figure out what Gator has.
Oh, they're contesting now. He's finally found the dogs of Alligator. 3 dogs versus 3 dogs seems pretty average.
Yeah, I'm almost want to say that I think Roman has the advantage in the very early first engagement just because of all the wood that they save.
It's similar to what we saw against the Hittite. Like the Greek versus Hittite, you want to get the Greek first, and then because once the Hittite gets big, you're going to die. So we can see it's a similar situation.
Yeah, I think it's a similar situation. The difference here being that I think, like you were saying, I think Romans, you kind of want to go for a landing.
Yeah, let's see. We can see.
Yeah.
So he's camping the ships, and Alligator's already gonna lose his first ship, and that's gonna be very much of a problem. He's been camping his base. Let's see what's Ali gonna do with these ships running around. Oh, he's found the docks of Cool. He's gonna start to killing the fishing boats. That's the first one. They're trading fishing boats now. 1.
Yep.
2 on 2, I would say. Not
Gator
exactly
might be able to get,
good.
might be able to get a pickup here with this scout ship, but Cool is paying attention. He's going to move that scout ship away.
And he's already got another 4 scout ships in the middle waiting for Ali. Alligator has 600 woods. He's saving up his wood, so he's probably thinking... Oh, no, never mind. He just made chips.
Yeah, I was thinking the Gator was going to go bronze, go for like a slower, more bronze meticulous build. But
no,
like that.
No, he's keeping his number. He's keeping his number. He's still losing units, but 9-2 in favor of Cool. But he's trying to keep his mass big.
And on top of that, Cool has now about 8 advantage in the population, about 6 actually. So yeah, this game can still go either way. It's still fairly even, but the advantage is very clearly in favor of Cool. I think with Gator, what you're going to want to do is try and play conservatively, see if you can keep yourself in the game until bronze.
For now, repairs coming up for one of the ships. More.
Oh no, he just got
that's
lost.
1 villager, but 2 more ships coming out. So he's gonna be well defended. 4 dock coming up for Alligator. Is there a 4 dock for Cool just yet? Seems no. 3's enough for him for now. 45 to 53 population. That's a very big mass for Cool in the Roman ships. And they're heading their way to Alligator's dock. There's nothing Ellie can do to defend them against this.
Look at this mess.
Mhm.
Cool just went full water. And I think here, even with the Yamato ship bonus, there's really nothing you can do. There's just too many ships here.
Yeah, the problem is that he's not gaining much points of this mid army. He's just moving around like scouting, but he's not getting anything. And these ships camping in the base are gonna get killed, unfortunately.
He's going to lose all these ships here.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't look like he's going aggressive. He looks like what he wants to do now is he's bringing his ships back.
Mm-hmm.
It's too late now. Yeah.
He's not transport. He knows he's not winning, so he's gonna try to switch his strat now that he has the time, which I think is the better time to do it. He has one repairman though, that's getting him a bit of time. Surprisingly.
He is getting some picks. I guess that's the power of the Yamato ships in action.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you look at the statistics now, we have 20 kills for Cool and 9 for Alligator, so it's very decisive in favor of Cool. And he's going to lose this ship too. He's not paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Gator. Oh, no.
In the center, we can see he's already making his transport and 4 ships already in. 4 duck coming along as well. Cool's not going to see this transport in any way. He's going to the north, where there's actually a pretty good economy of Cool. So if he gets it right, he might be able to get a good picks.
Oh, and the surround on Gator's ships just...
And Gator's kind of like giving up. He's just making fishing ships for now. Cool's already going to bronze. So definitely...
Right, well, it all comes down to this landing then.
Mm-hmm.
Gator, everything is bet on this landing. I mean, he actually has about enough to bronze here. I mean, he's going to get a really nice spot.
Problem is that, the ruins have told him. He already clicked bronze as well. He's making cavalry. First scout coming up for Cool.
No.
Cool knows already because due to that ruin. So he's ready. Second stable coming up. These water being completely destroyed for Cool. I mean for Alligator.
Yeah, this is looking very, very tough for Alligator.
Mm-hmm.
He did click bronze, and it is important to note that, I mean, he is going to have, advantage in the late game, but I don't know. I mean, he's going to lose his forward here once...
Stable and an archery range, and these 2 villagers are gonna die to the scout if he's not paying attention. The scout is chasing him hardly. One scout coming up from Alligator.
Well, upgrades on that scout though, so he's
Unupgraded, but he's
yeah.
Is he gonna come to defend his painters? However, he doesn't have any upgrades, so he's just gonna die. Another archery range coming up, so he's gonna try to go to for Campis, I guess. 2 cavalry coming for Cool.
Yep, these painters are gonna get cleaned up. He's walling in his villagers, but I think this is kind of a...
Oh boy.
a hollow gesture. If he's gonna lose this guy... I think Gator, maybe he'll try and stick with this and see if he can do some.
Maybe our ranges is not the best option. He should probably try to do some uplights. That would counter Roman cavalry and Roman swordsmen. And that's the last. Oh! He defended his painter.
If his painter is still alive, but I mean not for long. Oh, there we go.
He will survive for today.
He is building an academy.
Okay, so he heard me. No, I'm just kidding, but yeah, it's a good strat that he's making academies. He can counter both the swordsmen and the cavalry that Cool will make. And Cool, aware of this, starts to make academies as well for him.
Yeah, I mean, now we've got 37 population for Gator, 78 for Cool. This is kind of, how RTS games work. You win, then you have to prove that you win. Cool right now just has to prove that he's won, basically, to Gator. It's the stakes where we're at. It's going to be very difficult for him to come back with this. I mean, This Cool is going to build academy units. Academy units are like battering rams, almost how quickly they take down buildings. So he's going to lose all this forward here. And then what is he going to have at home? He's got nothing. He's got no warships. I don't even think he has any docks anymore.
No, he's completely surrounded and he's lost all the water he could possibly get. He could try to contest it back, but it's very hard right now. Cool going big on the water with all the Roman ships, fishing ships. Getting a lot of food and focusing only on wood and gold on the land. And yeah, just this one single academy is gonna go down, unfortunately. This painter is unfortunately dead. And that line,
there we go.
That's the last of his paint. What would 40 to 100 population? What's gonna be the plan now? This is very hard to come back from.
I mean, you know, I think he played all right. I think he did okay. It's just Cool is just such a ridiculously strong player. It's just very hard to play against. I think he did a good job. I mean, he hit the GG. I mean, great games from Alligator. He great job this game. I mean, definitely great showing from both players. Gator did very well in both of his matches that he played. And that's going to be 3-1 for Cool. Well, I mean, I gotta say,
that is fine. Like, it's Cool. We all knew Cool was like one of the strongest players in game. Alligator is also very strong, but everyone fears Cool.
Yeah, Cool is a very difficult player to play against. I mean, I think the tricky thing is micromanaging your army while keeping the macro going at home, making sure your villagers are on task, you're sticking with your build order, that everyone's keeping busy, and that's sort of what he's a master of. He can keep his villager production going, economy, get all the research in that he needs, while at the same time make a very meticulous micro, and that's very difficult to play against. Very, very difficult.
Yeah, and we saw the game that he didn't lose any micro when he was fighting land and water, so it proves that he's a very experienced player. He's prepared for this. He has the mental strength to not get stressed by all these attacks.
All right, well, thank you for tuning in, everybody. Very good set of games this Thursday morning. So we have another game coming up at this exact same time, 15 GMT, tomorrow, Friday morning. We'll see you guys then. It'll be Say My Name versus Morik. Morik is the 2nd seed in this tournament. Say My Name, I think, is 7th seed. Still both very, very strong players. Should be a very good set of games. So will you be there at the same time tomorrow, 15 GMT?
Yeah, for now I don't have any meetings, so hopefully I can get full games right instead of cutting in the middle.
Okay.
I will let you know if anything comes up.
We should probably put the delay back on, just because I get kind of paranoid.
No,
I'm sure you do too. Because the thing is, I didn't want to do the delay for this game just because I was worried we were going to have a cutoff situation. I think that really annoyed a lot of players, a lot of people who watched that VOD, just because it's like you're watching the game and all of a sudden it just ends. It's like, well, what happened? You know, I just wanted to avoid that, but we can go ahead and go back with that tomorrow. So, yep.
Yeah, no, tomorrow we can try with delay again. For now, that's gonna be it, and yeah, like you say, we'll see you into next one. Morik versus who?
Morik versus Say My Name.
Morik versus Say My Name. 2 more experienced players coming along, so it's gonna be very interesting. Make sure to tune in tomorrow, yeah, everyone.
All right, goodbye. Great day,
Goodbyes.
everybody.
And we'll see you in the next one, people.